Yo, what's going on, everybody? Just straight into Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode 33 of my Boston Red Sox franchise. Here on MLB 14, the show, and we're ready to get into the postseason. You saw the bracket there, and you can see some notifications here. Garen Cicchini leads the AL in stolen bases. Also, Yoenis Cespedes wins a Gold Glove, and Jon Lester is your 2016 AL Cy Young Award winner. So that contract looking better and better every year. He finished the year 18-5 with like a 2.7 ERA. Anyway, take a look at the postseason lineups and rotations. Jose Santana ended up beating out JD Martinez for that final spot for that second outfielder, or fifth outfielder, whatever you want to call it. And you can see here the Baltimore Orioles, the only other team in the AL East to make the playoffs. They actually got in as an 83-win wildcard team. So simulating here up till the first elimination game as always. And here's that pivotal Game 3. It's come down to that the last couple of years. This time we lose it. So last year we were up 2-1 heading into Game 4 of the ALDS. This year we were down 2-1, and it is going to be Felix Hernandez on the mound for the Seattle Mariners. Our probable pitcher was Clay Buchholz, but we're going to do something I have yet to do so far in this franchise, something I've always been very hesitant to do. I'm going to throw out my ace on 3 days rest. Jon Lester will get the nod here in Game 4, taking on Felix Hernandez, a rematch of episode, I want to say like 30 or maybe even 29, I don't even know. It was a matchup earlier in the year, right around just before the deadline, actually, so I kind of want to say it was 30 or 31. But it was Lester and Hernandez, and we hit around Hernandez pretty well. We were at Safeco, and I believe he won that game 13-5. So hopefully we can get a similar outcome this time around. We will need a win with our backs against the wall here. A season with such high hopes, it would be just awful to have it end in the ALDS after going out and getting all the names that we did and, you know, really solidifying this team and making it what I thought was one of the best teams in baseball. Going out in the ALDS to a team that only won 88 games in the regular season would be pretty disappointing, so we'll try to avoid that here. Dustin Pedroia up to lead things off in this game, and he strikes out on a pitch in the dirt, so Hernandez off to a quick start with his first strikeout of the evening. You know, it'd certainly not be his last. Next up is Ben Zobrist, who is 0 for 11 in the first 3 games of this series. He is having a rough go of things. We kept him number 2 in the lineup, though he would not get on base his first time around. Alan Craig up, though, and Craig's going to get a little grounder. That's going to get just past the glove of the shortstop, Chris Taylor, and into left field for a base hit. And we got a 2-up base runner, Alan Craig, reaching base here with the first base runner of the game for either side. Now Giancarlo Stanton is up next. Craig takes his lead off first. Low fastball. That one's also going to be hit into left field. Just gets past the glove of Seager and Taylor there at third and short. And now we have 2 men on with 2 men out for Yoenis Cespedes, the 1-1 count. Hernandez again from the stretch. This time a slider, and again a base hit to left field. So just like that, with 2 outs in the inning, the Red Sox have loaded the bases. Craig is held up at third there. So the bases are loaded for Mike Napoli. 2-1, Hernandez from the stretch. Napoli hits it high. He hits it deep. That ball is gone. A grand slam for Mike Napoli. Our only all-star this year, probably our team MVP, or at least he should have been if he hadn't missed 2 months of the season with a torn hamstring. But Mike Napoli, a grand slam, and the Red Sox get off to an early start and take a 4-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. So if you remember the last time around, Felix Hernandez went 3 2/3 and allowed 7 earned runs to this Red Sox lineup. And I believe that was a lineup without Mike Napoli. I think that was the first game he played after he got hurt. But he gets the job done there, and you can see getting a nice hug from Yoenis Cespedes. So the Sox take an early 4-0 lead. Take a look at the Mariners lineup on your screen right now. Pretty similar one to the one that we saw earlier in the year. And you can see Jon Lester getting the nod today. He got the win in game number 1. And he will be looking to do the same here in game number 4. Here's Robinson Cano up with a man on and 1 man out. He strikes out swinging on the fastball. So that'll make it 2 away now for the next batter, which will be Kyle Seager. The 2-2 count to Kyle Seager. And Seager's going to ground this one to the shortstop, Bogarts. He will flip it to second just in time, beating the runner, Chris Taylor, there. But Lester gets out of the first, and it's going to be still 4-0 here in the bottom of the second. Justin Smoke up, 2-0 count. And Smoke's going to fist this one into shallow right field, falling fast, and Stanton's not going to get to it. So it'll be a leadoff single here for Justin Smoke, getting things started in the bottom of the second, looking to at least try to chip away at that lead. Austin Wilson up next to DH for today's affair. Lester fields the slow roller, and he actually goes to second with it. Very poor choice there, and don't have throw canceling on, so sort of could not react after seeing that the runner was going to get there pretty easily. And then that's a liner that gets under the glove of Craig at first, but Stanton comes up firing, and the runner Wilson had to go back to first because he thought that might be caught and didn't want to get doubled off, so actually get the runner at second. Reimer Liriano up next, grounded to Bogarts, tap second for one, onto first in time, and it's a 6-3 double play, and Jon Lester gets out of the jam somehow. So some clutch defense right there from Xander Bogarts. Now top of the third inning, and here's Felix Hernandez trying to settle in a little bit here. Alan Craig goes down in that nice changeup. Usually don't want to throw changeups inside, but still a great location there. So Napoli up next. He's going to ground this one into left field for a base hit. So again, actually this is a couple batters later, but Anyway, another base hit to left field seems to be where we're finding the weak spots in the defense, or I don't know what it is, but Bogart's up next, and he's going to line this one over the head of the right fielder, Reimer Liriano. So here goes Napoli to third. He would not score on the play. He was holding up to make sure that that was not caught and didn't want to get doubled off. So we're going to have runners on second and third for Garen Cicchini up now, the 1-1 count from Hernandez. That's going to be grounded to the shortstop. Taylor quickly fires to first. Run comes home, and we actually get a man over to third there. Surprised Taylor didn't try to go to third. So it's going to be runner on third with 1 man out for another young man. Blake Swihart is going to line this one to center field. That will be caught by Michael Bourne. Napoli tagging, or Bogart's tagging. He's headed home, and he will score. So 2 runs home in the inning, and we extend our lead now 6-0. Still top of the fourth, runner going to second. Zobrist hits it high and deep to center field. Bourne going back, and he makes the catch at the wall, just on the warning track. So Hernandez gets through 4, but has allowed 6 earned runs so far. So now bottom of the fourth inning, Justin Smoke up 0-2 count. That one's going to be lined into right field, and Giancarlo Stanton completely overruns it. So that's going to get all the way to the wall, played by the center fielder Cespedes, and Smoke's in a second with a 1-out double here to get things going. In the bottom of the fourth inning, now Dustin Ackley up 2 batters later, Smoke on third, 1-0 count, and Ackley's going to shoot this one to the right field for a base hit, and the Mariners are on the board. Smoke will score easily from third base, and the Mariners have cut the lead back down to 5 scores, now 6-1. Reimer Liriano up next, the current San Diego Padre farmhand. That's going to be grounded to Pedroia at second, throw on to first in time, and Lester's out of the inning. So he's through 4 innings, only allowing 1 earned run so far. And that would do it for Felix Hernandez. The top of the 5th comes around, and Dominic Leone, I don't even know, is going to come on now in relief for King Felix. So 0-1 count to Alan Craig, and Craig's going to immediately hit this one to deep right field. Liriano going back, jumps and makes the grab. He takes a home run away from Alan Craig and keeps the game at 5. 6-1 the score still after Reimer Liriano robs a home run from Alan Craig. So now we're going to head to the bottom of the 5th here. This is Michael Bourne with 1 out in the inning, 0-2 the count. And Bourne is just going to take that changeup. Not a pitch that Lester throws very often in real life, but I like to utilize it in this game, so it's a pretty effective strikeout pitch. So top of the 6th, still 6-1. Leone on now, and Garen Cicchini is going to get hit in the back there with it looks like a slider, and it looks like that one just got away from Leone. So still 1 out in the inning. Swihart up next, and Cicchini's going to steal second base successfully. Easy stolen base right there for the AL leader in stolen bases this regular season. Now Swihart's still up with a 3-2 count. And Swihart's going to line this one into left center field. That one is going to get past the diving glove of the left fielder. It gets down. Cicchini will round third and head for home. Swihart heading for third. And I sort of figured that throw was going to go home. That's why I tried to get Swihart to third. But he would get thrown out. So a run does come home. But that would pretty much end the inning. So 7-1 now the score. Smoke goes down to the inside cutter. Beautiful location from Lester. And we're going to skip ahead here. We're through 6 innings. 7-1 is the score. Red Sox on top. Napoli 2 hits. Smoke 2 hits. And Lester's been very good so far. Low strikeout numbers, but he has just been pounding the strike zone with this big 6-run lead. So Danny Farquhar is going to come on now for the Seattle Mariners. Top of the 7th inning, 1 man on, 1 man out. And Giancarlo Stanton hits it high and deep to left center field. This ball is off the wall. So the runner had to hold up at second there to make sure that wasn't going to be caught. So we were going to hold him. I believe that's Alan Craig at third. So second and third now with just 1 man out, I want to say. And Farquhar still on the hill now. Yoenis Cespedes up next, 2-2 the count to Cespedes. And a hanging breaking ball right there. It's going to be grounded to the second baseman. Run comes home, and that's going to make it an 8-1 ball game. Next batter is Mike Napoli, already with 4 RBI on the day. This ball's going to get away from the catcher, Zunino. Runner coming home, and Stanton scores on the play, and it's 9-1 Red Sox. So Napoli, no need for an RBI there. We take a 9-1 lead. Bottom of the 7th now, 0-1 count to Dustin Ackley. And Ackley's going to hit this one into right field. Stanton moving over. And he's gonna looks like he got under it there, but apparently was just off of it and tried to reach and make a play, but could not do so. It gets by him, and Ackley's into third with a leadoff triple. So next batter is Reimer Liriano. First pitch of the AB. Liriano's gonna fly one to deep right field. Stanton trying to track this one down. He will make the play on the warning track, but the runner's gonna come home easily. This throw was, although rather impressive, two-hopping it to the plate, still not nearly in time to catch the left fielder today, I believe, Dustin Ackley. So now we move ahead to the bottom of the 8th inning. Already a man on second base. That one is going to be lined into right center field. That'll get all the way to the wall, and it's going to be an RBI double for, I want to say that was Robinson Cano. So now with him on third, after he would be advanced on the on a productive out, you could say, he's going to come home and score on the Justin Smoke single. So the Mariners actually chipping away at this lead. Now it's a 9-4 ball game. Austin Wilson up. Wilson's going to line this one down the left field line for a base hit, and the Mariners rally is looking fierce right now. That's going to put runners on second and third with just one out, and it's still a 9-4 ball game. Mariners not going away quietly, knowing that they can clinch here and move on to the ALCS with a win tonight. They're not going to go down too easily. So that's going to do it for Lester. He started to lose it here a little bit in the 8th, and I really tried to use him as much as I could to save our bullpen for what looked like a sure Game 5, although maybe a little bit in jeopardy right now. Tommy Malone will come on now to face a couple lefties. One of them is Dustin Ackley, who lines this one into right field, and that's going to drop in front of Stanton. One run comes home, another will be held at third, and it's an RBI single for Dustin Ackley. So the next batter is going to be Reimer Liriano, and Liriano, a guy who does not hit lefties much better than he hits righties. He actually strikes out on the curveball right there. So, 2 away. Next batter is going to be Zanino, another guy who doesn't really hit lefties better than he hits righties. I think actually Liriano hits righties better than lefties based on the attributes, so that's why I was leaving Malone in. But he gets Zanino to ground out there, so we're out of the inning. 9-5 the score, only a 4-run game, but Craig's going to help it out here. Deep to right field, and Liriano's not going to get a chance to catch this one. That will go over the wall and into the bleachers for a solo home run. A big insurance run right there from Alan Craig puts us back on top by 5, and we're going to handle it over to Joe Kelly here for the 9th inning, up by 5, not trying to use any of our good relievers or our sort of higher leverage relievers like Glenn Perkins or De La Rosa or Andrew Miller or whatever. And he's going to get, I believe that was Smoke 2 ground out to first base, and that will do it for the ball game. So the Red Sox pick up a huge 10-5 victory, and we force a Game 5 of this ALDS. So Game 5 will be out, I think, tomorrow. Actually, I don't think it's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be the day after tomorrow. So yeah, that will be, that episode will be out, what that makes that, Thursday? So yeah, see that or check that out when it comes out. And hope you guys did enjoy. The series is really heating up. Thanks for watching. I've been enjoying them out. Peace.